it's a conversation they're now having out in the open, right? I mean, there's what, 4 officials talking about tapering now. So on some level, it would sort of feel weird if they actually don't talk about tapering tomorrow. But do I have any expectation that they will bring that conversation to the finish line? No, I don't think that conversation is for tomorrow. I think, or I hope at best, they'll at least start the conversation. But I do think by the end of the year, they will start the tapering process. I mean, this is a long-standing call of ours. The economic backdrop no longer demands that we have the same level of monetary policy accommodation today that we did a year ago. So I certainly think it is reasonable in the context of a recovery that is sort of well entrenched at this point. A GDP that basically did a V, which no one thought it would. And inflationary pressures that are now building. How enduring? I think people are getting caught up in this idea a little bit too much. I don't know how enduring it's going to be. I don't think anyone really does. But what I do know is that inflation expectations are starting a process of becoming untethered. It's nascent, and it's not like it's running rampant at this point. But they are becoming untethered.
What do you mean untethered?
Inflation expectations are becoming untethered. And so in that context, I don't know if it matters that this is going to go on for 6 months or a year or a little bit longer. I think that you're already seeing signs that these inflation expectations are becoming untethered. And I think that's probably enough for the Fed to start the conversation, which is why I think we are where we are.
Does the Fed change its language at all? Because it's that we used to do when I hosted the Fed show, this word cloud thing. I mean, analyzing subtle language changes, and they change the and to a but and the it to a the. I mean, do you expect language changes, Tom?
Yeah. Look, every meeting there's always some changes, whether it's modest or otherwise. They actually did make a couple of sizable changes to the inflation statement the last go around. Is the statement ripe for additional change today? Sure, I think it is. I mean, I think that clip that you played of Paul Tudor Jones, he's right. I mean, the backdrop has evolved in a pretty robust way. So, is it fair to expect significant change? Yes. Are we going to see significant change? Probably not. I mean, I don't think that's what this Fed is about at this point. I think it's more about sort of modest changes. So I think that's what your expectation should be at best. But again, I think in terms of the presser, I think that he should be grilled. Al should be grilled on this idea of tapering. I'm sure your own Steve Leisman is going to do that tomorrow. And I think that, that's really where our head is at. I'll say one last thing about the statement, because don't forget, we're going to get a summary of economic projections with this statement. I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if the 23 median dot for Fed funds actually shifts higher. It only takes 2 more Fed officials at this point that are in the no hike camp in 23 to shift out. And so I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if you see a median hike show up tomorrow for 23.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.